In the bustling town of Springfield, October 13th, 2025, marked an unusual day, even by Springfield standards. The skies were unusually overcast, casting an eerie shadow over the town, which shimmered with a peculiar, otherworldly tint. Homer Simpson, ever the curious and often oblivious father, stumbled upon an old VHS tape in the attic labeled "Property of Professor Frink." Intrigued by the promise of forgotten science fiction fun, Homer decided to dust off the VCR and pop the tape in. What he didn't know was that this tape, an old invention of Professor Frink, was actually a lost recording of one of his time experiments. As the family gathered around the TV, eager for what they assumed was a vintage B-movie, they were instead shocked to find themselves transported to an alternate version of Springfield, caught in a bizarre time loop, repeating the events of the Halloween from 1995. Marge, always the voice of reason, immediately suspected something was amiss when she saw the sea of 1990s fashion and noticed the gas prices. Meanwhile, Bart couldn't help but be delighted. He gleefully realized he could relive some of his most notorious pranks. Lisa, ever the intellectual, quickly deduced that the town was stuck in some sort of temporal anomaly. As the family tried to seek help from the residents, they found everyone caught in their preordained routines, except for one, Professor Frink. Having lost memory of the tape's power due to a self-inflicted head trauma in the original timeline, he was now, ironically, the only one with the knowledge to set things right. Together, the Simpsons and Frink concocted a plan to reverse the effect. They would create an eccentric contraption involving a mirror, a swatch watch, and the juice of radioactive lemons from the power plant, figuring that the odd combination might offset the tape's effects. Their efforts faced unforeseen twists, like a rampaging Kong and Kodos after the lemons, but through their typical blend of luck and chaos, they finally reversed the time warp. As clocks ticked back to normal, Springfield returned to 2025, with its usual strangeness intact. In the end, as they sat in the living room, Homer declared that he'd never trust old videotapes again, sealing it with a resolve not to venture into the attic, unless it allowed him to skip another chore.